So below. Morning, folks. Morning. It's such a pretty morning, too. It was so cold this morning. I've got on jeans and a hoodie, actually, still yet. I'm about to peel it off, I think. The sun's shining bright and warming up a little bit. Yeah. September coming like fall. Yesterday it was cold. Yesterday it was windy all day. It was nice. Really got me in the fall mood, but I don't think I'm ready to give up summer yet. I don't think so. No. So I miss you guys. I do. But I'm also guilty. I've been meaning to do mind dumps every day. I'm really, really trying hard to stick to that goal. I get nervous. I get nervous. This is like back when I was doing unique makeup on on my lives. That's what this feels like. Yeah. It's been eventful. We're all being purged though, right? There's a lot going on in the cosmos. There's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot going on inside of all of us, and yeah, sometimes it's hard to break away from everything and just be, just be with yourself and your thoughts and be with God. I church a lot. This is my church. We can have church anywhere. God is in us, man. There when we call. So yeah, to catch y'all up on me, man, I love my life. I really, really do. He was a Jimmy Buffett said that at times it's been tragic, other times magic, but it's been a beautiful life all the same. I don't know. I agree. Yeah. So I'm hanging out in Ohio for a minute. Maybe permanently, maybe not. I don't know as far as that goes. I'm actively seeking a place to live. I got denied from housing assistance programs like HUD and stuff like that because, not so much because I'm a felon, but because I have a battery charge or two. I've never had a conviction, but it's still considered violent. So, man, that's a bitch. It is. That means I'm going to be paying like a lot more for rent than I want to. But I don't know. I've also applied for some jobs. I've had a couple interviews this week. Well, I've had one. I've got tomorrow too. But yeah, I'm going back to work. Yeah. God, it took me a year of applications to even get a call back, and like by the time I got a call back, I'm like, dude, I don't want to work. I want to do everything I love. I like foraging, and I like writing, and I like selling my home products. I like hustling. I don't like to do anything. Like, I don't like to conform to a job. But, there are areas in my life where I know to compromise. Well, areas in my life where I know that compromising is beneficial to my higher self, right? To the highest good. I like my ministry. If that's what you call it, I don't know, but I feel like it is. Yeah. I feel like I'm doing God's work. Anyhow, I would much rather be growing and planting and harvesting and all that good stuff, but let's get real, I got to have cash. So yeah, I don't know whether to tell y'all anything or not. I don't know whether to give y'all details for real, man. I don't need nobody's bad vibes coming against me, man. I can do bad all by myself, and that's why I had to leave Facebook, dude. I just can't. I can't. I mean, I'm seeing energy so clear, and I'm learning. I'm trying to master me, not anybody else. I really don't care what y'all do, but something in me, it triggers something in me, and I don't like what comes out of me, and I just need work, dude. I'm a work in progress, man. Yeah, it's hard giving up Facebook, dude, because all my people are on there. And that's where I learned so much stuff. Not so much, I don't believe everything that the internet tells me by any means. I mean, like, I'm a curious individual, and I want to know everything, you know, so I research everything. But there's a lot of good stuff on there, and a lot of people's got some good points. So I figured out how to put my groups on my home screen so I can hide my Facebook app, dude. Because it got to where, like, the other day, I was eating, y'all. I was eating, and I put my bowl down to pick up my phone, not because it had a notification or a ringtone or anything, but because I was in the habit of doing so. My phone's always on do not disturb. It has to be in my hand, or either I have to be obsessing over something or just randomly pick it up. Yeah, anyhow, yeah, that effed with my head, man. I'm like, what the hell? And even when I would open it to email, to check my email, my finger would automatically go to Facebook, and it would just be like, I'd start scrolling before I realized that I was actually looking for email. I just can't do that. And I'm going back on Thrive. Since I'm not going to Costa Rica, because I quit Thrive because they don't deliver to Costa Rica. And it was just unnecessary cash to put towards, I started it back so I could get moved because laziness was hitting me. And I noticed yesterday, me and my sister went riding around yesterday. And she was showing me a couple towns and stuff, and because I am looking for a place to live, and I haven't been out, but I can't even remember where I was going with this. I don't know. I'm good. Finally, man, I went several weeks without weed, and I'll tell you what, I've done pretty good for the most part. I mean, like, better than I could have expected. Yeah, I realize now that, like, yeah, I need more work without it, but I'm very, very grateful for it, for real. And it's good weed, too. I'm going to go ahead and get a card since I'm here in Ohio. I think that would be best. I was actually doing it in West Virginia, but I moved too soon, and I didn't want to work over $200 to do it there. I wasn't staying. I am homesick. Oh my God, I am so homesick. It is beautiful here. There is so much sky here. Oh my God. Like, just the stars. How many stars? Yeah. Prison ruined me, y'all. Like, I will never take advantage of being outside, or I don't like to be inside. I like to appreciate this shit, because I spent 7 years in jail, man, with a window that was this wide and like 2.5 feet long, and my sky was very limited. So when I get out and I move to West Virginia, we got mountains everywhere, and there isn't a whole lot of sky. Out where my parents was, it was nice out there, but we had street lights and stuff. And where I lived in Beckley, my porch, if y'all remember, I didn't have any stars. The most stars, because I had trees. I had shade trees everywhere, man. I didn't get no sun. And anyhow, I get here, and I think in Beckley the most stars I had was like 7. I counted 7 stars, and I remember saying, oh my God, that's the most stars I've ever seen here, because I just had a little bit of sky. But anyhow, I really, really like it here. I wish I was out in the country more. I mean, like, I'm out in the country, but I'm in a retirement assisted living something where my parents live. And anyhow, I'd like to be out in the country where there's like very few street lights. Something about the sky, man. I don't know. It reminds me how little I am. I don't know. I had a good time with my sister yesterday, dude. Like, I want to be close to her. Me and her have never been close. I mean, we live next door to each other, but she was 10 years younger than me. You know what I mean? And she was in school, and I was living with my grandparents, so we didn't really get to know each other. And that child, I mean, like, she's got a lot of wounds that she's carrying with her, and I just want to have a relationship with her. But she has 4 kids and a husband and a mother-in-law and all that implies. And I don't know. I'd like to spend more time with her, but she's got, she's got so much to take care of or whatnot. And I don't know, it was so good to be with her yesterday. I made a couple videos I'll share with y'all later. We actually went around a curve yesterday. There's not many of those here in Ohio. And everything looks the same, man. I said that. I come to visit her back in 2008. And, yeah, I remember telling her then, I'm like, dude, everything looks the same to me. There's just corn everywhere, and I could never drive up here. I can figure my way out, my direction out now. I'm more observant and whatnot, but I could never go the speed limit on these roads, dude. No way. If I was driving, I would fly. Not that I would intentionally want to fly, but there's no curves or nothing. And yeah. It could be fun. I don't know. I like to go fast. But, I don't know. I got plans, though. I know I'm attempting. I'm actively seeking employment. I'm actively seeking a place to live. Because, Dad, it's been good here. Well, yeah, it's been good, really. But he asks me all the time when I'm leaving. And then yesterday when I got back from an interview and I give him the news, he's like, well, who's going to take you? And I'm like, it's 2 miles away. Now, I got 2 miles in me, even with my legs the way they are. I've got 2 miles in me, but I just don't know if I got a whole shift on my feet once I get there and have to come back. So, yeah, I think I might be manifesting. Manifesting a bicycle. I don't know. But it's hard not to get discouraged, man. It really, really is. And, oh, God, there's just grit somewhere, somehow. I'm doing active shadow work, too. I'm constantly working on my ego. And I want to become a master of self. Yeah. It's the only thing in the world I can control, and boy, I like having control of me, man. Seriously, because when I have control of me and how I react to everything around me, dude, I'm basically controlling my life. I have full and total control of my life. Of course, there's fate, destiny, God's will, or whatever, but when you're in alignment, yeah, you know that everything is energy and that you have to seek in to find out what's causing that, because we attract like energies. And if we're feeling some sort of way, we got to get to the why of it, but I'm doing a lot of studying, and I'm probably not doing as much formal meditation as I should. I started listening to music again a couple days ago. I didn't realize that I hadn't done that in about a week, and that's a big deal for me because I really dig my music. Y'all know how I am. But yeah, music is my medicine. It is fuel for my soul. And I had got so distracted that I had not realized that I hadn't, listened to music. So I'm listening to a little bit more music. I'm doing a little bit more meditation. I'm just being still and more present, I guess. I also picked up my tarot cards again. I used to read when I was a tween. And, of course, being in my household, that was evil. So I let it go, but they've called back to me. And I'll tell you what, tarot cards can definitely strengthen your relationship on your God, man, on our Creator. If nothing else, it will give you a different perspective where maybe you can see the divine in your life. It just opens you up to see through God-colored glasses, if that makes sense. Cards can tell us a lot about ourselves, and and I'll tell you what, telepathy's real, y'all. I don't care, and those of you, I really don't care what you think. It is very, very real. Just because you don't believe it, or you believe it's evil or whatever, yeah, that does not mean it's not real. And it's a beautiful gift, but it's also a very costly gift to have, man. And being able to read energies and being intuitive, it's such a beautiful, beautiful thing, man. But also, it's very, very hard. I mean, it takes a lot of energy um, when you're sensitive to things. And I'm learning that. I'm learning that. I'm learning how to shield my energy and kind of be in this world and not of this world. And that's what I'm trying to do, since I've left social media, is to observe without absorbing everything. Because I'm telling you what, I mean, like, timelines are shifting, and I don't know, a lot's coming through. My third eye is definitely open. Um, this is like a period of rapid growth, man. Like, I know if y'all remember when I had my awakening back in January and I started questioning things and I've become firmer in my beliefs, and, you know, yeah, I become self aware even more so than what I was. And this time I had no religion. um, yeah, I had left my religion and I went through the dark night of the soul, and I do good. I've never went back. You never want to go back. If you're truly awakened, you never want to go back, but it's very, very costly. And sometimes the things that it costs you in your life, some you give up because you want to, some you give up because you feel led to. And, it's a hard thing. People are in and out of your life. You have massive downloads of information and confirmations and synchronicities everywhere. And with that, your gifts are, nurtured a little more. They come forth a little more, and you become more comfortable in seeking them out, I guess. But anyhow, a lot happens. A lot happens to light workers and people doing, light work and stuff like that. And people doing shadow work too, man. I'm telling you what, light cannot exist without darkness, and darkness cannot exist without light. They are one and of the same, and there is duality and there is balance. But anyhow, it's just like seeking within has answered more of my questions than, that's truly how God speaks to me, is when I'm still. So I have to purge my Facebook, even people, and it's going to hurt me. I'm not even going to lie, dude. It's hurting me that I have unfollowed most of these people already. And these are people I love, but these are people who trigger me. And because I'm working on, it's not anything against anybody else. It's people who are, triggering things in me that I'm significantly trying to work on. And there comes a time when you have to sort the wheat and chaff of your life yourself, and it's hard to, get rid of old thought patterns and break away from everything you thought you knew, man. But you break into something that you always knew. Like, that was always your truth, but due to the things around us, whether it be church, family, education, experiences, whatever, it was suffocated out of you. And there's a rediscovery, because it's like you don't become someone new at all. You become, like the whole chrysalis thing. Yes, of course, it's like a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly, but there's so much more to transformation than just, so you go back. Like, I went back to everything I've known in my life, everything that was ever questioned in my life. And that's what our shadow is. Shadow is not the attitudes of greed or jealousy or envy or anger or self-pity. That's not your shadow. The things that caused you to have those attributes are your shadow, man. And like, every time I was told no, or every time I wasn't believed and I was gaslighted, every time that Amber, me, the child of God, every time, everything that ever made me question myself, because of someone else's beliefs, the things that had no voice in my life, the things that were shut down, the things that were not understood or explored by people around me, that become my shadow, and that's where my inner child is wounded. And you know, I mean, it comes up still to this day, man. Like, I'll sit down and talk to my mom, and she's got her hands on the phone like this, you know, and I'll usually she'll hear me, she'll half-ass hear me. And then I'll be like, Mom, put your phone down, dude. And I mean, I'm 44 years old. I mean, I spend time on my phone too, but I did, like, it triggered something in me that was broken. Like, I wasn't getting the attention, you know, and it's just like, trust and believe. I mean, like, it's hard to come back to your parents' house. I don't give a F who you are. It's very, very hard to come back to your parents' house. Me and my dad have we have a love-hate relationship, dude, and I don't know how to fix it, y'all. I don't. This man, he don't eat anyway, but like, my sister had to tell him, Amber's not poisoning you. And it's just like, oh my God, we're back to that again, you know, because it's like, several years ago, my dad told his nurse that I was poisoning him. Now, I probably, in some drug-induced bullshit, probably told my dad I wished he was dead. I'm not even going to pretend I didn't. And you know what? At the time I said it, I probably 100% felt that way. I'm not even going to lie. But it's still hanging on. And, I mean, like, I have done nothing for years for this man to think that I would hurt him at all. But, I don't know. It's awful, somebody feeling that way towards you. It really, really is, y'all. I've been slacking drinking my water. I drink about 2 to 3 cups of coffee a day. I don't do that. I started drinking coffee again because I used to just drink it when I would go to my soul sister Rhonda's house, and then I drank it on my road trip, and I'm drinking it here. And now my sister brought me some caffeine coffee, so I'm drinking 2 to 3 cups a day. I'm excited for Thrive to come so I can get back on it and work everything out. I am going to try to do a video every day because I'm starting some new stuff, y'all. Starting over at the YMCA. Until I find a job, I'm going to be doing some water stuff, like water aerobics and stuff. I hope it's with the old slow people. Oh my God. Probably shouldn't have said it that way, but I do good. I do real good. You would never know that I was metal everywhere unless I just had a bad day. And I don't mean to complain. Yeah. I try not to compare myself to other people, you know, because slow progress is still progress, man. I mean, if I was still stuck in the same mindset of thinking, well, I can't do as well as they can. If I let that bother me, dude, I'd have never made it anywhere. But I've done good, man. I've been off the cane. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yesterday was 21 months clean, dude. I mean, I'm green clean. I smoke weed, but yeah, I'm excited about that. Off of everything. 21 whole months, man. And now 21 months, I've done 21 months clean before. However, I was taking medication. I was probably popping 10 Unisom, taking my prescriptions, everybody else's prescriptions and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But as far as like the addictive stuff, the heroin and the meth, I would be clean off it. But this time I did it 21 months without even like taking over-the-counter medicines. Seriously, I mean, if y'all know me, I don't like it. I mean, I will admit I have to take some things, but very few and far between. Yeah, I have taken probably 10 a leave in the past month, and I usually don't take 10 a leave a year. It's been hard being here. I didn't sleep in my bed since spring. Well, I guess since the late winter last year, because it would hurt my back. I enjoyed sleeping in the floor. I felt good. I could, move better and stuff like that. Well, here, I got in the bed, which is so comfy. It's another one of my beds. I do have 2 beds, but Anyhow, it's so comfy. It's a memory foam, but it is so hard on the old back when I get up in the morning. I finally found my weed salve. Oh my God. Y'all, that stuff is a dream. It really, really is. It really, really is. But yeah, I think I'm going to take the whole health and fitness thing. I gained 1 pound back, which is still not bad. 220 pounds. But anyhow, yeah, I think I'm going to take it more serious. Especially since I'm like laying off of social media. I'm doing a lot of writing and reading and, just constantly seeking God. Don't the good books say that seek ye first the kingdom of God and everything else will be added unto you? Well, I'm expecting a lot, man. I really, really am. I don't know. I guess I'll let you folks go for now. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. I miss y'all. I check my messenger randomly. If you got my text number, feel free to text my phone. Oh, yeah, let me tell you all this. I've had major hermit energy lately, like where I just want to dip out. Well, that's exactly what I'm doing. But anyhow, I've been neglecting like the people that I'm close to, the people that still love me, the people that don't judge me, my soul family. And I've kind of been just isolating, and I finally broke down yesterday. I felt so good, and I broke down yesterday and had a video chat with my soul sister Rhonda, and we're planning a road trip for Halloween to go to the beach in Topsail. Anyhow, there's a whole story to that. I don't know, but it was fun. But anyhow, she was medicine to my soul, and I think we forget. When we're at a low vibe. I think we forget that if we reach out, to our high vibing people, they're medicine to us. And like anytime I'm feeling low vibe, like the first thing I want to do is eat fruit, man. Seriously, I've been eating meat since I've been here. I'm good with the meat as far as like not taking on the energy and stuff. Y'all know I didn't like being vegan. It just made my body feel better. Anyhow, I mean, like I'm noticing changes naturally that since I'm eating it on the regular, and something's got to give. Yeah, it's hard to eat how I eat in my mom's house. Yeah, she went to the grocery store yesterday and she didn't buy any fruits and veggies. I mean, she didn't do a big grocery store run, but it's just like, oh my God, y'all people live on boneless chicken breast and lean cuisine meals. I don't know, I hate that. I need a job, folks. Send me some good vibes. Okay, anyhow, I don't know where I was going with that. I'm going to catch y'all later. I've got some studying to do, and my mouth is so dry. I've not been drinking 100 ounces of water. I've been drinking probably 30 of coffee. Oh well. Mi vida bella. I love you folks. May God bless and increase you.